the Delhi government has just issued a notification. The night curfew time has now been revised. It's going to be from 10 p.m. to 5 a.m. and this comes with further restrictions as well. Spas and wellness clinics are going to be shut. Gym, yoga institutes, they're all going to be closed. Yoga is going to be allowed only in open spaces right now. Entertainment parks, water parks are going to remain closed. Central government offices are going to function as per the Government of India directives. Hotels and lodges are going to function only if there is no banquet function and conferences. So this is after the recent spike in cases that we have seen in Delhi as well as NCR. And the Delhi government clearly putting some stringent norms into place. Banquets, auditoriums, assembly halls are all going to be closed. Restaurants are going to function with only 50% capacity and mind you from only 8 a.m. to 10 p.m. Bars are going to function with 50% capacity again from the same timeline. Delhi Metro as well with a 50% seating capacity, and I'm curious to know what happens to religious places, what happens to multiplexes, etc. But let me take it across to Danish Anand, my colleague, and find out what Danish, the Delhi government is planning.
Right. So Delhi government has imposed level 1 restrictions as per the graded response action plan. So since the positivity rate right now is 0.50% from the past 2 days, so that is why these restrictions have been kicked in. As per the new restrictions, the curfew will now start at capacity, that too from 12 p.m. to 10 p.m. Apart from this, religious places are open, but no one is allowed to enter these religious places. As far as the private offices are concerned, they are allowed to function with 50% capacity, and as far as the central government office is concerned, that will completely rely on the order as passed by the Government of India, that is the central government. Apart from this, weekly markets are allowed to function in one particular area, and only they can function only with 50% capacity. Apart from this, the shops will also be open in a particular time, and they can function on odd even basis, and they cannot be open throughout the day. However, the standalone shops that are usually found in localities, they are allowed to function normally without odd and even restrictions. So if we look at the whole restrictions, these are being kicked in by the Delhi government when there has been a tremendous rise in Omicron cases in Delhi. As we can see, that Delhi is number 2 on the Omicron cases list. And one more important restriction that has come from the Delhi government is on Delhi Metro. Delhi Metro will people can enter Delhi Metro, and Delhi Metro is allowed only to function with 50% seating capacity. So no one will be allowed to board the metro trains, and as they cannot stand. And if we look at the overall restrictions, these have been kicked in just to ensure that Omicron doesn't spread across Delhi.
Danish, I'm curious to know till when are these curbs put into place, or is that indefinite as of now?
So as of now, this is indefinite. As far whenever the positivity rate dips from 0.50%, then the government will hold another meeting, and then they're likely to reopen or likely to normalize, because this totally depends on the number of cases that are coming up in Delhi. So since the positivity rate is right now at 0.50%, and from the past couple of days, we are seeing a huge spike in Omicron cases and the normal COVID cases. That is why these restrictions have been kicked in. However, if the situation gets out of control, then government is more likely to bring in the amber restrictions, which are tougher than the yellow alert.
Okay, things pretty fluid, and yes, one really has to maintain caution there. Now with the government in Delhi issuing a yellow alert, and tougher guidelines and curbs have been put in place. Danish Anand, thank you so much for all those details.